it's easier to blame somebody else because you don't want those. I want to flag wave and all that bullshit. And I want to go to baseball. I want to watch football. And I love Drake. You know Shane Gillis?
Oh, yeah.
So Shane loves Drake music. Do I love Shane? Because I'll try. It's like, look, I'm not millennial, dude. Shane's a much younger guy, so they get something with Drake. I don't understand.
I'm guilty too, Kurt. I apologize in advance.
I just don't get it. It's like, but anyway, I text him because there's this picture of Drake in blackface. That's crazy looking.
Yeah.
And so I just ran. I haven't talked to him even in a while. I just text him like, "Oh, dude, I was wrong. He is awesome." And I go, and I heard he can rap. And Shane goes, "You don't like music? That's what it is." I want to know what music you listen to. I'll say to him which music. Then I sent a picture after that of Drake at his bar mitzvah, and then him in a wheelchair making that
Degrassi High. Yeah.
Dude, and then I sent him three more close-ups of his face he's making. Dude, Shane's funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's the best. Well, let me finish that thought on Chapman because I think it's Jake Chapman. One of the brothers was in the CCRU with Nick Land in the 90s when they were channeling these entities. So just like you said, like there is a direct influence here, and these guys, they're into accelerating us towards this hell.
Wait, how were they channeling them?
I don't have the details yet of how exactly they did it. I just know they were doing it.
It forces the Messiah to come. I tell everybody go watch Gary Wayne. See the thing, if people aren't in, I gotta start. If you're not in somebody else's religion, and you're probably gonna stay away from anything they're talking about, especially if you're like, I'm not into that. But that guy Gary Wayne's great, and I'll tell you why. He's the same. He does syncretism with. I'm a big believer in looking at the themes of the thing, and he goes, no, they want to make this out, and I can tell, like all that revelation is it reads like a play, like not a prophecy, like a Shakespeare play that they put on every so often. They hit the beats of it's one of the classics, Revelation, and they're trying to make it happen. And if it doesn't happen, like they want to have this battle with whatever, the whole reason you're doing all this evil shit is to force the Messiah to come. And it's some kind of war thing. And so I had never considered that. And he's like, but it only happens when God says it can happen. Is Gary's contention, even though they're trying to provoke it.
Right.
So it's just like, look, if we fuck it up enough, something has to happen. It's like the ultimate, I could just call it German existentialism, the way, what's her name did, I'm forgetting, Kay Griggs says it. She I thought these were all Christian something, and it's like we're being ruled by German existentialists. And that sums it up. The guys in Big Lebowski were not nihilists. They were German existentialists. We're nihilists. We don't care. No, they're German existentialists. That's your leaders. If you're not comfortable with Satanism.
Yeah, totally. I see the parallels there, and there are a lot of the churches in America that support this, and people get wrapped around the axles on some of the terms and the groups and stuff involved, but they ultimately are about trying to usher Christ back to rebuild the Temple of Solomon. And it's weird because Israel's okay with them because like the churches think that they can make Jesus come back to rebuild the temple, and at that point the Jewish people will then say, "Oh, we were wrong the whole time," or something like that. But then,
that's not what they think.
That's what some of the evangelicals think. They think that
what happens next
that'll be the ultimate show.
What happens next is Lucifer, the plasma ball of inverted souls that they've been building. Then what's next is the externalization of the tulpa, as Michael Hoffman says in that great book, Twilight Language. You know the externalization of the hierarchy. That's the Alice Bailey one, which is basically tragedy and hope, the New Age spiritual version, because we need a one world religion for a one world government. Okay.
Yeah. And
this arrogance in Atlantis is why Poseidia, that's the king of Poseidia. I think it's Atlas or whoever, or Cain, if you read Tracy Twyman stuff. I don't know. But the arrogance of that, of thinking that you should run the world and it's going to be one thing and that's why it was destroyed. So in all the stories, it's the same thing. Some assholes makes his dick to the sky and he's a dickhead for it and he pays for it. And so, now we don't have telepathy. Like, what if you're a bunch of just humans, not even giants, dude, just humans. Okay. And you can use them like like they could drop like flies. It's fine. It's a labor force, and you want to build like these amazing structures, and you can coordinate them with perfect telepathic working as one. The way the Amish throw a barn up, well, that's cocaine, but ostensibly. Or Jehovah's Witnesses I saw would do these 2-day builds of a kingdom hall that, you know, like, and it's because they are so united in one purpose is why you could make something, right?
Right.
Assuming it's not done shitty and whatever, like when it's done, that, what if you could bottle that and especially do it with telepathy and not have to take the time to actually speak, which is what I think that Tower of Babel story kind of is about, is going from, we don't even have language to now we have language itself.
That's what part of that dark enlightenment process is, because the end game, from my understanding of it, the end game is this fake utopia that they're always talking about, this digital matrix,
Epcot,
right?
It's called Epcot Center. Epcot Center was the first 15-minute city. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, that's true. Huh? And because Elon Musk is a part of this with that Neuralink, the Neuralink cap. He said that I forget what year he said that. Because he's always bragging about things that are going to happen that never do, and one of them was this Neuralink cap was going to have telepathy.
Some of them do. The remember his boring company?
Yeah,
that was going to make that underground whatever it was, and it was that's a scam, Elon Musk, and where's the money? And he didn't make anything. How do you know he didn't make it? Maybe he made it, and you just can't use it, assholes.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because they're my favorite. People go, "What's your favorite conspiracy?" And I'm always like mad when they say it to me because I feel marginalized by it. Yitzhak, that's why. But I go, my favorite is the secret Starbucks, that there's some highway you can use that goes to the Getty and all these places that if you're Brad Pitt or George Clooney or Obama and you're in a hurry, you can take the secret highway for the really rich. That sounds like so believable. I mean,
that does when you say it like that.
Yeah. I mean, we already know Playboy Mansion had that for the actors to go fuck chicks. Don Cornelius.
Well, to add to that, Elon also said that we were going to have human beings on Mars, and maybe you're right. Maybe there's already people up there populating it. I
bet they got. If you've read Space Relations, now when Jazz Jabroni was on, he said he dropped a couple of fascinating nuggets of information. One is at that school, the Epstein school that he went to, where Bob Barr's dad was, who put Epstein there.
Yeah. Bob
Barr's creepy book, Space Relations. And there's 2 Bob Barr books. I've only read one of them, and it was hard to get through, which is surprising. You think a smut sci-fi book about filthy, like space sex would be like way more interesting, right? No, really hard to get through and creepy. But they had a copy of it under glass in the library, like behind, like it's some kind of incredible, like the way, what's his name? Kept Alice in Wonderland in a special hermetically sealed thing.
Huh.